What's up? It's your boy Phil back with another episode of the Fourth and
Whatever
podcast. Today we're gonna be discussing the college football, or as we know it, the NCAA football series of video games.
Yeah, absolutely. And what people don't realize, man, is we grew up playing video games. This is what we do.
Yeah.
We play video games our whole life growing up. And for me, football started, like I talked about on the last podcast, football started for me with the old school blitz game.
Yeah.
Where I can hit somebody and watch your bones get absolutely shattered, like in a slow-mo X-ray form.
That was like Blitz the League, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's called Blitz the League. And,
Yeah.
and so I can't tell you how many controllers I went through, because when you wanted to hit somebody with like a bone-crushing blow, you had to hit the analog stick hard. So it's like, I'm running, bow, I hit the analog stick because I'm trying to kill somebody.
I feel that. I started playing Throwback Madden. I played Quarterback Club. You ever play that?
No, I don't even know what that is. I ain't even heard of that.
That's back on Nintendo 64. It had Brett Favre on the cover, bro. A true throwback. But playing that, and playing Tecmo Bowl, like not the Tecmo Bowl I'll be playing. Like, what's the game they play on their phones? It's a football game everybody plays now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Retro Bowl or something.
Like Retro Bowl, something like that. To me, it actually is really corny.
Yeah, but that's really Tecmo Bowl. And back then, if you got Bo Jackson, bro, you were untouchable. Like, nobody's touching you. You can run around in circles around everybody and you get out the gate. Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, I downloaded Retro Bowl for probably about one day on my phone.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't doing it for me.
You and me both.
Like,
I had it for about 30 minutes. I said, yeah, I'll just go play college football.
Yeah, like you want to know the biggest problem I had?
What's that?
The biggest problem we had is I just don't like the view of the game. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like, I'm a very picky person when it comes to camera angles on video games.
Yeah.
And that one, like, I feel like I'm sitting in the rafters, and then like the graphics of the game is so trash.
Without a doubt.
And so being able to get away from that and kind of put myself in a position where I don't got to look at it from that angle, I
Yeah.
literally downloaded it, played it for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then I deleted it.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. But what is the first college football game you remember playing?
My first college football game was college football 2012.
Yeah.
That was the first one. And when I played that, I thought that this was God's gift to the
Yeah.
video game industry.
You and me both. My first one was 06, bruh. Way back. I remember playing it before they had Road to Glory. And then that first year of Road to Glory, you could get a girlfriend on there, bruh.
Ooh!
You had her like, and she was ugly to start with. And then as you got better and got to become a better athlete on the game, she got prettier in video game graphics. It was weird, bruh. And then your dorm room improved too from year to year. So you like started off in like a busted dorm room and then upgraded to like an apartment too.
Yeah, see, and that's funny. And that was back in 06.
Yeah.
It's crazy what like Road to Glory looks like now than what it looked like then. So back then, again, you're talking about worrying about, I got an ugly girlfriend, and the better I do, I can make her look pretty and this. Like, now when I play like Road to Glory, buddy, I gotta be like passing classes,
Yeah.
and hitting the weight room, and my guy looks like a scrub if I'm not doing those things.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And so it's like, it's kind of funny how different the game has changed, like from Madden 06
Mm-hmm.
all the way up to like NCAA 2025.
Yeah. You remember back in the day when you could knock people's helmet off on the game?
Yes.
Yeah, bro. You know why they took that out?
Why?
Because the NFL was trying to make concussions look not so bad, so they didn't want to put that in the game.
Yeah, that people were getting soft.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If your helmet get knocked out, if you get knocked off, bro.
Yeah, so listen, so just a quick story, more so because he's sitting in the chat with us. So, we obviously got to talk about it. So this year, man, did we play Friendswood at home this year? No, we played them away. Away. We played them away. So it was either this year or last year. I can't remember exactly what year it was. But, man, so Friendswood had this huge quarterback, and everybody's just been raving.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh, he's so good. He can throw the football. He can do this. He can do that. Everybody was trying to give him all the he's this and that. And so my boy decided that he was going to pull the ball down one time.
Made a mistake.
he pulled the ball down and decided that it was okay to run the football.
Tripping.
And our boy Raiden cracked that boy's head straight off of his shoulders.
Yeah.
I mean, helmet rolling, ball fumbled, people trying to scoop and score. Like, it was unreal. I mean, people like that hit right there. It's not necessarily changed trajectory of the game, but it definitely let Friendswood know, hey, we here.
Yeah. And
Like,
then the year before,
okay.
I guess he called himself being big because he's like what 6'6", something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
6'5", something like that.
Well, he tried to run over Amias. You know what I'm saying? He thought he caught Amias lacking. Amias definitely picked my boy up and body slammed him, bro.
Ooh!
So yeah,
Hey,
it was
so
real, bro.
so to give some reference, how tall is Amias?
Amias is about 5. I'll be nice today. I'll say he's 5'4", about 5'5". He's probably 5'5" now.
Weight wise,
I give him 140, 145 maybe.
that's probably soaking wet.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Hey, and it didn't matter. My boy was getting absolutely cracked on people. I mean, the things that again, when we go back and play like football video games, when we go back and play video football games, like it's cool because like obviously we're football coaches, and so we try to like correlate those two things together, like real life to video games and vice versa. So obviously in the game, like when we're playing Blitz, like the old school game that I played, like you're going through and you're hitting people low and you're seeing their like tibia and fibia get absolutely
Yeah,
cracked. You're putting your helmet through their rib and it's zooming into their rib and you're watching it get cracked. Back then there was no such thing as a concussion. You hit them in the head, it literally zoomed into their head
yeah.
and showed their brain getting
They
rattled.
want to see you shake, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to see you shaking them boots. So, like, when you see those things, like, it really, like, when you start seeing the way football has evolved to where we are now, like, it's crazy how back then football was, like, such a violent sport. And,
Yeah,
like, now we've, like, kind of softened up a little bit.
without a doubt.
And so, that makes it hard for kids nowadays who still play the sport like violently how it used to be played.
Yeah, I think the one positive that comes from that is just taking the head out of tackling for a defender. It definitely protects people from getting concussions as much. But it definitely ups the difficulty as well. It's not easy to be running full speed. I'm trying to adjust everything to make sure I hit you my shoulder, and I cannot predict you putting your head down and running into my shoulder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad that we're talking about this and more so like, the topic being the video game, but talking about real life football as well.
Yeah,
Like, I don't truly like the true helmet to helmet rule. And the reason I don't like it is because so as a defender,
yeah,
if I'm coming in to make a tackle and I leave my feet to make this tackle and you lower your head, they're gonna call me for helmet to helmet. But if I'm a running back and I'm running the football and I decide I'm gonna truck you and my helmet goes through your helmet,
yeah.
that's not helmet to helmet.
Yeah, I think it should be based on if somebody's ducking their head down, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
if my face is on you, it is what it is, bro. If I run through you with my face, you just gotta feel that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that that's where it gets real tough because it's like obviously we say this every year, and I think it's been factual since the game has kind of evolved a little bit. Is the game is truly an offensive game.
Yeah,
You know what
without
I'm
a
saying?
doubt.
Like you don't get a lot of offensive pass interference, but you get a whole lot of defensive pass interference. Like really, the things offensively you get like really flags for is like too many men in the backfield, holding, false starts. You know what I'm saying? Like, and those aren't like really like detrimental
Yeah.
detrimental penalties. But then like on the other side of the ball, helmet to helmet, but you possibly be ejected.
And y'all getting 15.
And yeah, on top of that. And then, offensive pass interference. That's 15. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So those things is like it's really an offensive game that the defense has to learn to scheme within. And so I think it kind of makes it really difficult like when those things happen.
Yeah, for sure. I now see I think offense coach, y'all should be a little bit more cocky because if you feel like a false start ain't that big a deal and I know I can get 7, and I move back 5, it's 3rd and 2, I'm about to run the same play and you're just gonna feel it. And I seen too many times where the OC shifts everything because of the 5 yards. If the play you had called is good for 7 to 10, keep the same play.
Absolutely. I mean, you know how I am, man. We're gonna do what we do. And my thing is just I mean, it kind of just depends. I mean, I see where you're coming from, but it kind of just depends because some plays are built for like ground and pound, real like fast and hard right now,
Yeah,
and then there's other plays that's like I wanted to run this because I like the look, but defensively, you're gonna give a different look on 3rd and 2 than you're gonna give somebody on 3rd and 7.
for sure.
So that can make an OC kind of change what they're thinking about doing in that aspect just because of what it is. Now, for what we do and what I like to do,
Yeah,
buddy,
yeah, I
if
got
if
you
if Y zone's called to the right, buddy, we're running Y zone to the right. I mean, there ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because my thing is this: if I get 5 yards on that, guess what? I'm running Y zone to the right again for
on
another five.
on that fourth down. So you call plays like oh boy from the Lions, huh? Dan Campbell.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I think as an offensive coach, like that's what you do. Like you call plays to put yourself in a position for the next play.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
again, if it's 3rd and 7 and I've already got the green light, I can go for it on fourth, then I don't need all seven.
I got you.
Give me four at least.
Yeah,
Because now if I get four again, I'm in position for it.
for sure. That's what's up.
And so when you got onto, I need to know your thoughts when you first opened college football 2025 and it loaded up on your screen, man. Tell me the emotions you felt because we had a delay from
From 14.
2014 to
Yeah,
2025, 11 years.
yeah.
Tell me your emotions when that game loaded up on your screen.
Well, first off, I got to talk about the dark ages when we didn't have the game, bro.
Okay, let me hear it.
You feel me? So that them 12, 11, 12 years, bro, gaming was bland. I was trying to force myself to like Madden, which I just don't like Madden, to be honest with you. I play it because it's football, but I don't really enjoy it. But beyond that, I felt like there was nothing for me to really play. So when that mug came back, when the game came back, I feel like it was like the most nostalgic feeling I've ever had, bro. To be honest, because it was like getting my childhood back to me. I feel like that's why there's so many. My brother bought a system again just so he could play the game.
For real?
Yeah, like it was that serious. It's
Dang.
so many people that are like in their 30s and 40s right now that haven't been playing games since that mug went away that got back on the system just so they could play it because it meant that much to our like when we were growing up.
Man, and I'm glad you said that because during that time right there, like so for me, I'm a big Warzone guy. I love Call of Duty.
Yeah,
That's kind of like so during these dark ages, like I had something to do.
must be nice.
I know. I'm like you though. I don't think Madden is great. I'm not a big Madden fan just because I feel like they try to make it so realistic that it doesn't feel realistic.
Yeah,
And I know many people who are really, really good at Madden and can't piss a drop in the bucket in NCAA.
I think NCAA requires more stick skills to be honest, because like they wanted Madden the past few years to move slower, so it was more stimulation type, and so college football it's like the Wild West. You can move how you want to move and all the other stuff, but you heard about the changes they're making to the new one, right? I know you're gonna love this because the way I get interceptions. But on the next game, for those who don't know, if you're a defender, if his eyes aren't around to get an interception, he cannot get that interception.
Yeah, see, and that's good for me because you really be playing with my emotions, bro.
Just don't throw the ball.
So listen, before we even get into the 2026 and all the changes that are happening, we got to go back and talk about the first time me and Coach Evans played college football 2025 when it
Yeah,
first dropped. The day it dropped, we decided, hey, we gonna play. We're gonna play with two trash can teams, and we just gonna let whatever happen happens.
yeah.
Little did I know that Evans had been playing Madden for them 11 years, and he still has some stick skills, and he absolutely destroyed me in game one.
It was game one, bro. It was
I
just game
mean,
one.
absolutely. I mean, torched me. After that, I knew deep down in my heart that I had to figure something out because there's no way I was gonna play this game and just get absolutely destroyed like this over and over and over again.
Yeah,
And so what I found out is, hey, first off, when the first like month,
yeah,
I was like I was very big on I want my quarterback to be the number one quarterback in the nation. I want my receiver to be the number one receiver in the nation, and we ain't never gonna run the ball because I don't know how to do it.
yeah. I miss them days.
And then and then out of nowhere, I told myself, you know what, Pete, you're just gonna run the football. You're gonna figure out how to run the football. And so I get into these ugly personnel packages
Yeah,
and I just run Y zone to a three surface, four surface, and it is what it is at this point.
yeah. It is interesting to watch how much your philosophy changed on the game, bro. It was low key annoying,
And
man.
it was kind of overnight.
It was. I played you the first time. You're passing the ball. Came in the next time. I'm like, hey, he just ran for like 350, bro. And I can't do anything about it because my backside linebacker does not move how I want him to move ever. So I can feel the hole on the backside, and my front side linebacker gonna miss.
Yeah, I mean, because So what I did, so what a lot of people don't realize in NCAA, obviously if you don't play it, you don't know it. But you can actually set your offensive line up to block exactly how you want them to block it.
Yeah,
And so a lot of people have no knowledge of this. They just go out there, they just pick offensive play and say, okay, offensive line, do what you need to do. Well, that's kind of hard to do when if you're playing with Alabama and I'm playing with like Boise State,
yeah,
like your D line is obviously way better than my O line is.
for sure.
And so I have to put people in positions to be successful on my O line because if I can't run the football, I can't do nothing. I mean, that's just part of the nature of the game.
Yeah,
I mean, now obviously there are people who can come out and run the football effectively and I mean throw the football effectively and be really good. You are one of them.
yeah,
But I learned that you got to be able to run the football effectively in that game. And so, and truth be told, it's funny because when you're playing like against a computer, even if you're playing on Heisman, it doesn't matter what mode you're playing on. If I run the football effectively, if I give you the same look and I throw the PA, the guy's wide open.
yeah. Which is cool. They actually respond to the tendency. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do. And you can go into the settings and set it where it responds even like heavier to the tendencies. Like if you go and set it where a tendency is like turned on, you can make it where you virtually can't run the same play 2 times in a row.
Oh yeah, that would be dope. Especially if you're playing people that like to cheese the same play the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, you know me, I'm gonna give you a million different formations, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna motion this guy over here, and then run over there, and then give you the same formation. Just run over there now.
yeah, for sure. I think the thing I learned the most with this new one is I try to be as balanced as possible, bro. I feel like my goal is to be able to beat you with the run and the pass. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
way you're
yeah.
in a bind and you cannot you gotta adjust. I'm not really the type to spam the same play. Hopefully you and got I got four receivers one play and I got one the next. I might go from 10 personnel to 22 real quick. Just to make it hard on whoever I'm playing, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, and I think that's what makes it very difficult when I'm playing you is because 1 minute you're giving me 5 wide. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I feel good. I feel confident. I'm in a freaking cover four. We got my linebackers dropping. We're good.
Yeah.
And then next minute you're in 5 wide, but you're running Q counter.
Yeah.
And then next minute you're in 5 wide and you're running Q counter with an RPO attached to it.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, how do I even put myself in a position to be super successful if I can't ever figure out what the hell he's doing?
Yeah. That's the whole point. That's the whole goal, bro.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is when you go back and look at like what my playbook looks like,
Yeah.
it's like probably 85% run and I got about 15% pass in there. And those passes I'm very confident in.
Yeah,
Like
you are.
like I know where that guy is gonna be at every single. I know when to release the ball. I know where I need to move at in the pocket. I feel really good. Now I'll tell you the things that make me the most frustrated about playing like either online or playing people who do this.
Yeah.
Nothing bothers me more than me being in the perfect defense and you're running quarterback scramble run all day.
Yeah, that's dead.
Nothing frustrates me more in this world than somebody who does that. Because at that point, it doesn't matter what I do. If I drop my linebacker, you're going to run with your quarterback.
Yep.
If I blitz my linebacker, I left a hole wide open in the middle of the field. Like, and some people can say, well, that's just smart play. Well,
Yeah.
no, it's not. That just means these people will go out and get like the top quarterbacks in college football. And
Go get
then,
Milrow on this
yeah,
side.
yeah, they go and play with Bama. And then it's just quarterback run out the back door. Okay, quarterback deep throw. Okay, run, okay, now quarterback run, quarterback run. It's like there's nothing I can do. And I hate people. I love that when we play each other, there are rules in place. If it's fourth and more than three and you're up or we're tied or you're not on the other side of 50, you gotta punt that thing away.
Yeah, bro.
I hate people who say, no, I'm going for it on fourth down. That's not real football.
No, play real football, bro.
Yeah. Play
Make it
real
fun.
football.
Um, I didn't think about this though, but since they're doing the whole if the defender's eyes aren't around, that's probably gonna make me better at user catching on offense, bro.
No, it's gonna force you to be better at user catching.
Cause like that was the whole thing. Now, like I remember you got frustrated a few times because you had your dude in position, but I was able to user catch around your dude. Like now, it's gonna be even better. You feel me?
Buddy, you cheated me.
I did not, bro.
You cheated
I just
me.
I just know what my guys can do, bro.
No, see what happens is you're just really, really good at the user catch.
Yeah,
And
bro.
so I can never put myself in a position to be successful. Whenever that ball gets in the air, there ain't no telling what's happening. Because like I like cause I really don't like when I throw the ball. I really don't like try to jump onto like a user on that to catch
Yeah,
it. Like, but if you're wide open, I'm gonna let you just catch it, and then once you catch it, I'll just take off running with it.
yeah,
But it never fails. As soon as that ball gets in the air, you're freaking joysticking to that guy, and then your guy's like, boom, and it's a pick, and I'm like, okay.
yeah, bro.
And then it don't matter because when I go to the defense side of the ball, I try to do the same thing. And as soon as I click on my guy, he stops running.
You just not ready, bro. You gotta lag. You gotta lag, bro.
Yes, yes, buddy. I got a lag in the game, and it's dumb.
Oh, as far as the running quarterbacks, on the next one, they're adding ball carrier moves to the quarterback, right?
Really?
So when he's behind the line of scrimmage before he throws the ball, you can still juke and spin and everything.
So that means these quarterbacks who actually run threats are about to be
Yeah,
buddy. Because earlier, like in this game right now, you can't do all that until you actually escape the pocket.
exactly.
And that was really frustrating.
Without a doubt.
Because I would be in the pocket and I know this guy's coming. I just want to hit the joystick left, right, and give you the quick boom, boom, and get out of there.
Yeah,
But I wasn't able to do that. And then it's like, well, that was a real quarterback would have two stepped you right there.
yeah. And
So that's gonna be big.
gonna be dope. And as much as we be like low key talking down on Madden, we can thank Madden for that because they took all the data from all the NFL quarterbacks and how they move, like how Kyler Murray moves in the pocket, Lamar Jackson, and they used that to basically they actually play like they play in real life. I'm telling you, I know you're not gonna get it, but the next Madden actually should be pretty dope, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna get it, bro. I just gotta see it through.
Yeah, but you already said you're gonna get the bundle and everything else to
Yeah,
try to make.
we already got that. We already got that.
Oh yeah, you already paid for the bundle.
I
I
just
forgot.
needed to download now.
Yeah, nah, we ain't doing all that though. We just gonna get the NCAA, call it good,
Yeah,
and when 26 drops, that's gonna be where I kind of take off with and kind of do my thing on that one.
yeah.
Now, I know you said another big thing you're super excited about on 26 is the subbing.
Yeah, formation subs, bro. Hey, that's everything. That, really and truly, that would have made this year a lot easier because I can do my formation subs before the game, but now they're adding it where you can do subs in the middle of the game without having to press start and go to the menu.
That's gonna be big.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you the only you want to know what to me what would set this game apart like
What?
completely is if I could build my own formations.
Yeah, we ain't had that since about Madden '99, bruh. They used to have a
Listen,
whole play creator and everything, man.
man, if I could build my own formations, I'm saying I don't know if anybody on the game would ever be able to beat me.
Yeah,
But I'm giving you a seven surface and I'm running Y zone to it.
yeah,
See, but the
bruh.
only way you'll be able to do that is if I also could build my defense. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
like your defense, like if you were in the 3-4 or 4-3 or a bear front, eagle front, whatever you want. If I made a seven surface side, your guys technically would not know how to line up to it.
I would definitely put that little league formation in, bruh. I run like a 6-3.
Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah,
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 we're gonna run a 6-3, and then you figure that out
yeah. I mean, you definitely would have to be able to do that because if you don't do that, then you're gonna put yourself in a bind big time.
for sure.
So, but with 26, I really am super excited, and like I've heard that they're opening up a couple more position groups on Road to Glory.
They're not, bruh.
They're not
They're not gonna do it, and which makes no sense. Cause honestly, the defense gets hoed, for lack of a better term, bruh. It's no
linebackers and corners. That's it, right?
linebackers and corners, but like to me, like you could legitimately make a DN, and that'd be like the most fun thing you did. You can make a D tackle, and that'd be fun.
Oh
There,
yeah,
to me, there's not a position on defense that you shouldn't be able to play. Offensive line, I get why they're not doing that. They'd have to add like some kind of button mash into the game to make it make sense. But there's no reason why every defensive spot and like on offense, why can't you be a tight end?
yeah. I think that'd be super dope.
Yeah,
But it'd be tough because you'd have to be able to be in a personnel that, like, if you look at it, I mean, obviously, I know O line and D line, you have to have those.
yeah,
But if you look at it, like, they don't put positions in there that aren't necessarily true positions. You
yeah.
can't be a nickel.
No,
You can't be a fullback. You
no.
can't be a tight end. Like, you got to be positions that are on the field 24/7 quarterback, running back,
Yeah.
receivers, corners, linebackers. You see what I'm saying?
But it would honestly make the gameplay more enjoyable because you could get through stuff faster if they actually add the specialty position.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
I'm not disagreeing with you. I hate that they're not doing that just because I think it'd be dope. Like, because I'm gonna say right now, if I did Road to Glory with a DT, buddy, he's gonna be huge. But then on the flip side of that, I'm gonna make a DT that's tiny as all get out
yeah.
too. Like, have you seen have you seen that game mode on 26, the people who make their dudes like midgets, like super
Oh yeah,
little,
yeah, yeah.
and like they're like running
Yeah,
around.
that mess is crazy, bro.
It's kind of funny though.
That's
Like,
good. But if they need to put 'cause they do it with Madden, they do all the computer on the PC.
yeah.
They do those mods. If they put college football on PC, bro, it'd be game over as far as all the mods go, bro. I think it would easily trump what Madden can do.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, but I mean, really, that's any game. I mean, any
Yeah,
game you move to PC, you're gonna be able to be successful on because you just hey, put this mod in, put that mod in, and now you can take off running with whatever you have.
yeah. Hey, you know how when you edit a player, how hard it is to move and pick the face mask you want?
Yes,
So now they have when you pick the helmet and you go over to the face mask, it only shows the face mask that fit that helmet. Finally, they went back. What's crazy to me, and this is hey EA Sports, you need to get us on your stuff, but can we just get the features we had back in the day, back in the game? Like y'all could just start there. You could do the whole next year. I'm just gonna put all the features we ever had into this game.
which is what?
You remember mascot mode?
Oh yeah,
You play the games with your whole team of mascots. You play that.
yeah,
You got the mini games you can play on each one.
yeah,
You got on Madden they used to have the combine where you run the 40, you do the
yeah, yeah,
push ups and all
yeah.
that stuff. Like, why is this stuff not just the standard stuff that's in the game? Like, put all that back in.
Yeah, that'll all be really good stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, but you know how it is, man. They're trying to push the game out really fast, really quick.
yeah,
Because like I'm more surprised that 26 is already ready.
yeah.
Like I don't even feel like everybody fully knows what 25 was capable of, and I really feel like 25 kind of got overlooked.
In a lot of ways, I think if you didn't put the hours in that we put in, you missed out on a whole bunch in that game.
Oh my gosh, dude! When that
Yeah,
game first dropped, dude, I didn't play Call of Duty for about 2 months.
yeah. Hey,
Nah,
John David, I agree. The stadium entrances. Now they did a whole bunch with them, but they got to. And apparently they're supposed to make it a whole lot better this year. We're gonna find out in about 2 3 weeks. But yeah, they could do a whole lot more with the entrances. And then, oh man, they used to have a Heisman Trophy ceremony.
they did.
Yeah, remember they'd announce the stats of these players,
Yep.
and then they have the little dude walk out in his suit to accept the award. They could do that, bro. They could do a whole thing. They used to have the a college game day set. And I know they don't have the sponsorships like that no more, but it's not hard to make an EA Sports game day and call it what it is.
Not at all. And I'll tell you this, something that I wish that they would do as well is like when the game ended, I wish that they would have an interview with like whoever the highlight player is.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
even if they
saying?
don't have him talking, just like showing like he's getting interviewed.
Well, but even that, like, do it where you have that. Okay, thank you for the hat and the mustache. Have that, but also put it to where you have like like on 2K where like the interviewer is asking a question and then you get to kind of pick your response.
Yeah,
Like that would be super dope. Like where you can kind of pick your response and like whichever response you go with will like change the trajectory of like how the like announcer is going to go about it. But that and I get really frustrated in a national championship game, like when we have custom teams, like they don't really show any love to those teams.
at all.
Like, because I
Like,
know you are a custom team.
hey, if you need a team built in the next game, shoot me a text or DM on social. I got you, bro. You can go search Phil Evans on on college football, bro. Check out the teams, bro.
No, you got fire teams.
You feel me?
Fire teams on there.
Hey, shout out to my boy Chenier for the gifts, bro.
Hey,
Hey,
Shania, thank you so much for that, big dog.
you a
Thank you,
real
thank you,
one, bro.
thank you.
Really
But
appreciate it.
but John David, I agree. I think the stadium entrances, like I think it would be dope because you're looking at stadiums now, like when they're winning. I'm not
Yeah,
not necessarily well when they're winning, but like when touchdowns happen, like how dope would it be? Like I hate that when I score, I got about 3 seconds to do whatever I want to do, and then it's okay. We're at kickoff now.
yeah,
Like, hey, let the stadium lights freaking flicker on and off, and let's go
yeah. I'm trying to
crazy.
see the whole thing,
Yeah,
bro.
like let's give these dudes an interest that they like deserve and not just say, "Oh, yeah, here it is. Here's this team.
Yeah,
Cool, go team." Like
yeah,
it
bro.
just makes it like they don't care about that stuff.
Because they could. I mean, I can't code, so I don't know how hard it is. But you
Yeah,
can make 5 to 6 generic entrances that y'all just cycle through for the creative teams and make that make sense.
I agree. I
Yeah,
100%. I think it would make it so much easier, and I think that it would be super dope to be able to go through that and be able to see like different teams entering the field
yeah,
differently. Like I said, I just think that it could be a lot more electric. I agree with John David in that aspect that you can make that look very, very clean and it
yeah.
could be really dope.
What's good, Ed G? My boy just jumped in.
What's good? What's good, Eddie? What's good, big dog?
But I know they're supposed to have dynamic lighting in the game this year.
Really?
So if your game starts at 5 o'clock, by the end of the game, it should be dark. So that'd be
Okay.
pretty dope. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, that'd be
Did you
super
see?
dope.
Did you see the screenshots of the Madden 26 gameplay stuff,
Nuh-uh.
bro? They got the snow and they have snow and fog. I promise you can't see down the field to throw your receivers.
What that mean to me? I'm running the football.
Yeah, but you gotta try to throw the ball, bro.
Nah, we gonna see what they talking
Come
about.
on, man.
They need to add a stadium creator. No, so listen, so what they do have, and I only know this because my boy Evans always hooks it up. You just have to know how to get to the stadium to set it up.
Yeah,
Because if you go and watch like me and Evans play, and we're playing like our on with our custom teams on our home field, like I got a team called Space Force that he
yeah,
created for me, and my uniforms are gray, and my entire field is gray as well.
yeah,
And so I'll be honest with you, like when I'm playing my home games, it's like Boise when they're playing home. Like it's very difficult to see my guys on the field.
yeah.
So there already is a stadium creator. You just have to know how to go about getting it to do that. To set it up.
Yeah, I mean, they make you.
That was at one time for the Space Force. Yes, sir.
um,
Ah!
they make you pick like from the game the stadiums that are already in the game.
Yeah,
But I have a whole list of ones that have the least amount of branding. So
yeah,
that's why I picked the stadiums. You're like, oh, this is like my stadium because
yeah. The main one you always pick for me usually is Cal.
Cal, Cincinnati's a good one too.
Yeah,
And then UAB, that's one lately I've been using UAB.
yeah. UAB Stadium just can't hold what I'm talking about,
You ain't got that many people pulling up, bro.
buddy. Buddy, we trying to pack the house now. Okay, something else that I do think that could be better about the game is I think they have to be more cautious of stadium pulse.
Yeah, make it
Like,
matter
yeah,
and make it change from season to season based on who's been winning.
yes, exactly. Because it's like they only go down on it. Like I feel like there should still be like if I'm playing at your house, right? Like
Yeah.
for example, let's say we're playing at the big house.
Hmm.
It's Michigan, Ohio State. Ohio State's gonna bring a lot of people, but so is Michigan.
Yeah.
So if I'm playing really good, my fans should be able to be heard too, even
Yeah.
if that's just like you can't audible or your best receiver is having some problems knowing like if you're trying to audible a route to him.
Yeah.
He like I feel like it's only because now like when you're playing online mode, like it's not fair when you're playing these people and it's like yeah, he's playing really well, but so am I. But now I can't do what I naturally do
Yeah.
best because he gets all the glory because it's his home field.
Yeah. That mess is dead,
Like
bro.
I just think that you got to make it where the other person can also have some input in on the stadium pulse.
Or at least a way to neutralize it. You know what I mean? Like an actual way to neutralize it.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, I think that like it's 4th and 3 and we're going for a stadium pulse. I get it. Be out of this world. Be rocking and rolling. But once I get the first down, that gotta go.
Yeah.
Like you gotta that gotta be tuned out now because I've set the tone with the first down. Like
Yeah.
let's drop that back down. But I do think that it's not fair that on the stadium post that you're not able to audible because in today's football time,
They
everything's
hand
audible with
signals.
hand signals.
Yeah.
So I don't the not being like my receiver not being able to know what to do doesn't make sense.
At all. Because like take NRG for a stadium when we
Oh
played
my
there this
gosh,
year.
yeah.
You couldn't. We sitting like right here, and we couldn't hear it. You know what I mean? So if we had no signals, we would have been. I mean, we'd have been dead in the water. You feel me?
Oh man, I mean, I listen. I say this all the time. NRG has to be one of the loudest games I've ever coached in. I mean, it was stupid loud in that stadium. I mean, there was I couldn't think, I couldn't hear it, and I mean, you got to remember, I'm even one of the coaches wearing the double over the head headsets, and there was times where I had to like hold my hands like to my ears, like man, I can't hear. Like I
Yeah.
need you to speak up because I can't hear anything in here.
I ain't never told you this, bro. So I'm up in the press box, right?
Yeah, all the way up in Space Force land.
Yeah, I tried to scream down to the field before the game, not during the game, but before the game. Because
Yeah.
when I say I was not heard, bro,
Yeah, I never heard you scream one
yeah,
time.
my voice didn't make it anywhere, bro. I was about to be hoarse. Didn't matter. But I think the stadium post got to change. And then AG said in the comments, he said the disguise coverages be killing them, bro.
No, I like it.
I do too. So like to me, that makes it the easiest to play against people, especially people that all they do is throw the ball
Yeah.
and they play against the computer and throw the ball. Now, if I start disguising my coverages, you're gonna throw the ball to me. I promise.
Oh, absolutely.
Because most people don't know how to read a defense at all.
Yeah, I mean, and if you really look at it too, most people like when you're playing somebody who's good at the game, 9 times out of 10, I can't tell you how much I don't go into my playbook. I go
Yeah.
to my favorite plays, and that's what I'm running.
Mm-hmm.
And I have really that like dude that I'm throwing the ball to probably 85% of the time.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like that's most people. Like most people don't like for you, you're a lot better at no, but I'm really scanning the field. I'm gonna get it to the open guy.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just like, hey, this guy is usually open,
That's how my kids play, bro.
and that's who they're gonna throw it to. They're gonna throw it to the usual. So it's like, okay, if I'm running cover three truly, but I'm giving you man free,
Yeah.
but you're in bad shape because you go man free. You're thinking, oh, let me audible these streaks real quick, and it's like, well, yeah, I'm in cover three, buddy. I got all that covered,
Yeah.
and I'm dropping my linebacker, so I'm going cover three like man under.
Yeah.
So you're really in a bind
That mess is rough. That boy Jordan, he gonna get Colorado every time, and he gonna throw the ball to Travis Hunter about
every time,
50 different ways.
every time.
That mess is hilarious, bro.
And you want to know the best part about that? They got a defensive coverage that's called double the number one receiver,
Yeah.
and that's all I would run against him.
Yeah, he usually gets mad at me and says, "How do you keep beating me?" I said, "You keep throwing the same person, bro. If you don't find somebody else on your team to throw to, you're never gonna beat me."
You want to know the wild thing about all that?
What?
Colorado actually has like 4 really good
I'm saying
receivers.
to me, they got the best receiving core outside of Texas, and Texas is cheating though.
Yeah, I think that if you go like team for team, I
Yeah,
would say Colorado has a top 5 team in NCAA.
for sure. At least offensively.
Yeah, oh, offensively for sure. Just
Yeah,
because I mean Travis Hunter is damn near 99 everything,
yeah.
and if you have to, you can play him on the other side of the ball.
And I mean, they make it standard because they cover athlete. They put him on there anyway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
So I agree that I mean, but if you're gonna throw the ball to Travis Hunter the whole time, then I'm just gonna double coverage him, and on top, I'm gonna double cover him, and I'm gonna play the safety on his side.
yeah,
And all I'm gonna do is run my safety in circles real quick to let you get downfield, and I'm gonna blitz everybody on the front end, and I'm just gonna let you throw a pick to me.
yeah. Hey, every time I play somebody from the high school, hopefully somebody has to play me soon. I don't
Oh,
know. I don't know that I've gotten less than 5 interceptions.
for real?
Yes. Like,
There's your challenge.
yeah, yeah. I've got up to 10, and I felt bad 'cause I'm
Ain't
like,
no way.
I'm
Hey,
serious.
you got call him out. Who threw 10 interceptions
I'm
to
not
you?
gonna do them like that.
No, you
I got
got who threw 10
I can't
interceptions?
do them like that.
But I'm
But
gonna just tell you, when this podcast is over, I need to know who threw 10 interceptions. Buddy, after the third one, I would have been running trap and inside zone for the rest of the buddy. Not only am I running trap and inside zone for the rest of the game, I'm turning on true clock offensively.
look, bro. Hey, everybody's prideful, bro. You
No.
can look at what Edgy in the comments. It's. Hey, I pray if anybody knows, I can get up there in interceptions if you keep throwing the ball, bro.
Oh, listen, I learned, hey, game one, I learned that. You had 5 against me game one. I said never again.
I know, bro. Throw the ball, bro.
No,
Come
no,
on, man.
never again. I will never let you do that to me ever again. I felt absolutely disrespected, and I felt like such a trash can NCAA player.
It was look, man. It's not you. It's me.
You're good,
It's yes. I'm good, bro.
but you know what? I'm gonna rush the ball for 400, so that's all I care
Yeah,
about.
bro. And the same way you feel about me getting interceptions, that's how I feel about you running the ball. Like I legitimately, after our games, whether I win or lose, I'm like, I suck at playing defense. I have not. I've gotten no better. And then I watch you play somebody else, and I'm like, okay, it's him. It ain't me.
That's true. I
Because
mean,
I ain't seen anybody stop you running the ball.
no, I mean that's kind of dead. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie to you, that's kind of dead. It doesn't matter who I'm playing in NCAA. There is nothing defensively you're gonna be able to do to stop me from running the football
Mm-mm.
because I'm gonna give you 1,000 different formations, and I'm gonna run the same 5 run plays. And then as soon as I feel like okay, he's loading the box on me, then I'm just gonna PA you.
Yeah, bro.
And then
That
when I PA you, that guy's wide open because what you do, you're playing because the best part about it is everybody wants to play the backside linebacker. Like that's
yeah.
all. But see, here's the problem. Everybody wants to play the backside linebacker, but don't know how to run the alley of the backside linebacker.
Yeah, I ran the alley. It didn't matter, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but I also add more people to the front side when you're doing that. Like I
Yeah.
force myself to. I have to add somebody, or you have more people than I can block. Now, I will tell you something that somebody did that alleviated a lot. Like I still was able to run the ball for 250,
Yeah.
and he still had 5 touchdowns. But something that somebody did that really put me in a chokehold, they started playing with the backside safety.
I did that for about a drive.
Yeah, well, I mean, once I figure out what you're doing, I can exploit it really quick because
Well,
that corner's not gonna be able to. He's not gonna be able to hang long enough to be able to do anything.
it wasn't even that, bro. I was tired of giving you 10 yards.
That's true. Yeah,
I'm just not willing to give you
yeah,
10 yards,
because
bro.
that safety's not ever gonna be able to get through the trash to be able to do it.
Yeah.
So essentially, what he did to figure it all out is he essentially would go 3-3 stack.
Mhm.
He would shift his line and take one of those backers and walk them down, almost like a mug front.
Yeah.
And he would take both backers and walk them down into the A gap. And then he would take the backside safety and bring him down at linebacker depth.
So just run 46.
Yes. But what happened was is when he started doing that, then I started tagging Cobra
I know.
93
I
because
know.
you have no safety anymore. And then your corner, 9 times out of 10, if you're gonna bring that guy in, you're not gonna run, you're not gonna press that. I mean, you're not gonna play that guy press. You're gonna play him off.
Hey, tell Harley he don't need to play us.
I'm more of a D line player. I ain't gonna. Hey, bet. Hey, Harley, tonight, I would love to watch you play Evans, so I could watch him throw for 500 against you.
And if you going for a halfback screen on third down to save you, brother,
Oh, that's dead. That's
yeah.
super dead. I'm gonna just tell you right now, and it's more so dead because I'm gonna tell you what I do, Harley. I'll even give you a piece of my nugget of what I do to people who do this. Hey, what's up, Blanks? Welcome to the stream. When people want to run the halfback screen, all I do is take my D line and I put my one of my DNs into the flats. So now I've just alleviated the halfback screen.
Yeah.
So that's dead. So on third down, you will not be able to run halfback screen because I got a defensive lineman going to the flats. And then if I'm playing the other defensive lineman, then yeah, right there, DN flats. Now it's not hard. It's super, super easy. I mean, I'm about to double tap X. I'm gonna click my D lineman I need. I'm gonna put him into the flats. I'm gonna play the opposite side D lineman. And then at the snap of the ball, I'm gonna drop back with him and rover around. And if I see your running back step up, I'm picking that with a defensive lineman and going to the crib. So please, for all that is holy, Harley, please throw the running back screen. I'm
Yeah.
pick six in that with a defensive lineman and taking it to the house.
I'm just running dollar. I'm running cover 2, and I'm gonna put the my linebacker that's supposed to blitz. I'm putting him mid hook.
Yeah, see, so Amias, the problem you run into when you set your nickel like that to the flats, it all depends on the formation they're running. If they're running a formation that has an RPO attached, as soon as you run to the flats, you've now just alleviated the whole.
That was your old game plan.
Yeah,
That man
yeah.
sucks.
As soon as you run to the flats with that nickel, you just alleviated that whole hash mark. And if I have any RPO attached to it, you are dead in the water because the only guy who can make a play now is your safety. And I have RPO attached because I'm running Y zone to the right. So if that Mike linebacker runs with Y zone, you've opened it up longer. If he sits for the slant, I'm just going to hand it off and you don't have enough people on the front side. So you kind of run into a problem there.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Blanks. Blanks just jumped in, bro.
Hey, yeah. I gave him a shout out, man. I gave my boy a shout out.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure. I'll play either of y'all. You don't want that, Harley. I'm just letting you know that right now.
That's a bet,
Because
bro.
I'm gonna just tell you, Harley, this is how it's gonna happen. Everybody, you're listening to this firsthand. Evans is probably gonna throw for 500 yards against Harley, and then I'm gonna backdoor Evans and rush the ball for another 400.
Yeah, it's about 900 yards of offense coming your
Yeah.
way.
So you just be ready, Alasia. Welcome to the stream.
But yeah, want to wrap this mug up?
Yeah, let's wrap this one up, man. Let's get on this Q&A. We can definitely still talk about some NCAA stuff. I love talking about this stuff with the people in the stream, and then we'll get on some of these questions that people have for us late in the stream.
Yes, sir. That's another episode of the Fourth and
Whatever.
Podcast.